Hey YouTube, this is JGO NASCAR. This is going to be the second of 2 diecast reviews of the cars that I got from Jack's Racing Collectibles in late November. I have not had as much time as I would have liked to have filmed it until now, but before I start, I want to send my condolences out to the immediate family, friends and family of Greg Biffle, because they are dealing with an unimaginable loss right now. And I was shocked when I heard the news yesterday. Him and his family were in my thoughts all throughout yesterday and today. I really liked watching him when he was on the track back when he was won 3 races in a row at Homestead. My first full season of NASCAR was watching him actually win his 3rd race in a row at Homestead, and I think it was 8-year-old me thought that was just kind of like, oh, okay, Greg Biffle just wins at Homestead naturally. So, you know, he was someone who I always liked seeing on the track when I was a young NASCAR fan. And I can't imagine, what friends and family close to him are dealing with right now. So shout out to them. But for this diecast review, as by the title, it will be on the second of 2 cars that I got from Jack's, and it was, I looked it up, and apparently there's only one other person that has done a diecast review on the 1/64 version of this car so far, and so as by the title of this video, it will be on Helio Castroneves' 2025 Wendy's Chevrolet for Trackhouse Motorsports. This was a really cool car that I saw at Jack's, and what I thought was interesting about it is that this was only ran at the Daytona 500, which Helio Castroneves unfortunately finished 39th in. But Helio's whole career has been much more than just a last place finish at the Daytona 500. So I thought it was really cool that he gave NASCAR a shot, and interestingly enough, I also had Wendy's yesterday. So this kind of is a strange time for me to film this, but anyway, so 360 review of the car. Helio Castroneves, number 91, Wendy's, 2025 Chevrolet Limited Edition, code, NASCAR. Ages 6 and up, the old Action Racing Collectibles logo. Lionel Racing, official diecast of NASCAR, NASCAR Cup Series 2025 Trackhouse barcode, and the little NASCAR hologram on top with the QR code. And let's go ahead and open this thing up. And here is the car. A very surprisingly beautifully painted diecast for Lionel quality. I'm actually surprised how well decaled this is, considering how crap Lionel's quality can be sometimes. And this is actually only the 5th time that the number 91 car has actually been run for Trackhouse Racing since 2022. Justin Marks seems to have really liked trying to give racing legends such as Kimi Räikkönen also a shot at this car, because him and Shane Van Gisbergen were also the other 2 drivers of the number 91 car before Helio Castroneves took over the 91 car. And only Shane Van Gisbergen, though, actually was the only one who won in his very first start as well. And I mean, now Shane Van Gisbergen is essentially kind of the new Boris Said or Juan Pablo Montoya in terms of how much he dominates road courses nowadays. Also, this number 91 car actually has a little bit of nostalgia for me, because it reminds me of also a scheme that was ran once with Mark Goosens running the number 91 car in 2007 at Sonoma. So that was a very it was the same race that Kyle Petty famously dropped the F-bomb on live television, which Bill Weber said, "We apologize for that language." So main colors of this car are blue, red, white, and a little bit of black. This main sponsor is Wendy's Chevy. The car was, I think, $12. And I'm actually going to be going back to Jack's at the end of December so far, so I will probably do another diecast haul when I get back from there. Also, I don't know if the camera can see, but the number 91 logo actually kind of is highlighted, like it glows under light, if that makes sense. And I think that's a really nice addition to it because I don't really see many diecasts that do that. But like I said, main sponsor is Wendy's, Chevy, Sprint NASCAR Cup Series 91, Fresh Never Frozen, Wendy's, Project 91, as it says here, Fresh Never Frozen Chevrolet, Wendy's, Fresh Never Frozen number 91 with the Goodyear Eagles and the Sunoco Racing Fuel sticker. So the design of this car is a little bit interesting because it has the checkered flag logo behind the Fresh Never Frozen, and with I believe one of the Dave's burger orders right behind it, Wendy's as well. The car is a beautiful blue, and I'm sure the reason why you don't see as many decals on here is in part because this was only a one-time ride. And Wendy's is also an interesting sponsor for NASCAR because I haven't seen it as often on those compared to McDonald's and Burger King. But I do remember a Wendy's logo is actually one of the first things if I recall, you can unlock in NASCAR Thunder 2003 when you beat some of the lightning challenges in the early stages, which is a game I used to play very frequently back around 2007. The design of the car, beside this little checkered, is like I said, mostly blue, and in the front, the grill also is just mostly surrounded by a lot of blue. The Wendy's logo is just kind of dominates the front of it, and it's just plastered essentially in Wendy's logos. And you see the Castroneves name on the front and the back. And what else? Like I said, the Project 91, something I really like. Surprisingly, only one driver has driven the 91 car more than 30 races, I mean, in their whole career, which is actually Tim Flock. And Shane Van Gisbergen, when he won in Chicago back in 2023, that was the first time in the modern era of NASCAR that someone actually won on their first try. And let's do a 360 review then of the car. This is the driver's side. This is the back, right side, front, and the top. For ratings of this car, I would probably say 9 out of 10. The design of the car is probably more simpler for an overall scheme of the car, but it was only ran once, and it was it was clearly like intended to be like a one-stop race for this. So that is pretty much it then. And thank you so much for watching. I will be returning to Jack's at the end of December and probably do another diecast haul afterwards. And rest in peace, Greg Biffle.